Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to one of the league's most recognizable homes, Lucas Oil Stadium, opened in 2008 here in Indianapolis. Couple of teams here who began the year with wins. Let's see who can make it 2-0 as off we go in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Man in motion here. Fakes the handoff, now Love. He gets it complete to his man, Tyreek Hill. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
First down throw, here's Love. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Runs inside the 35. And he gets this one down to the 27. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
That's good for a Colts.
Cougar 19, Viking 18. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Shotgun now for Love. That's complete, David Njoku. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. All set up now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
Warrior 70. Go.
Love looking to pass. From the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Panther 11. Go street. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
3rd and long. Here's Love. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Kicking team out to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Out of this shotgun, a give to Achane. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You call that 1st down running play, you don't always expect to get those kind of yards. They'll take that every single time.
Daniels on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Now Daniels off the play action. Brought in close to the 8. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans finish off their opening drive. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a 3rd time for 6.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19.
Play fake, it's Love. This one's taken in by Hill. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 36. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
79 Bronco. 60 Bobcat. Dragon 60. Ready?
Love on 3rd and short. Big gain downfield. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. They're set up at the 35 now.
19 Lion. 18 Pioneer. Come 19. Come 19. Say, hey. Riggs. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They'll try and punch it in. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Working quickly here.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Running for it again. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also for the second quarter here, and the Colts are thinking points.
Cowboy 80. Come on, set. Hey, smash Bronco.
Putting a receiver in motion. And he gets in, touchdown! The Colts take a second quarter lead. Jordan Love, the touchdown! They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Here's a return from the 7. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Ball at the 33 for first down. They'll start the drive with Achane. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Receiver in motion, headed right. 2nd and 10 now. Escapes the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Daniels. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Daniels to throw on 4th. Finds a man right side. They find a way to get it done against the odds here, Brock. That's 11 on 4th and 10, and it keeps this drive moving. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Achane on the inside give. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 14. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and long for Daniels. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Fourth down, here's Daniels. He put everything he had into this one. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Now a toss play for Achane. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, it came at the perfect time.
This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. So here's Harrison Mevis, ready for the field goal try. A 49-yarder in front of him here.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
Got it. Ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go! Cougar 19. Hup.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
19 tight.
Throwing now off play action. That one's tipped and intercepted. And the Texans will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
We see this defensive mantra plastered all over defensive meeting rooms. Tips and overthrows, we got to have those. And that's exactly what the defense did as they rallied for that interception.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Running with AJ and out of the gun. And that run very short, only getting to the 27. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Daniels. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Another look for him, Brock, and hey, why not with the way he's playing so far? But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times, Kate, get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to him. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Here we go, set! Dragon 60! 70 range, 70 range! Hut, hut.
Fix the handoff, now Love. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 25. All the way, touchdown, Indy! The Colts grow the lead to 7. PAT effort coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Colts grow their lead to 8. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. Kickoff taken at the 3. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Back to 60, back to 60.
To throw, Daniels. That's caught, Devon Achane. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Taken in by Noah Fant. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
18, right here. Go, Lee, go. Go.
Throwing now, Daniels. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up. Here's Achane up the middle. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire 1st half. They drop it behind the line. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State. Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He has the 1st over the middle. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down.
18 card, 18 card. Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 2nd and 10 now, Daniels. He's on the move. He can run it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Achane has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Running forward, it's Achane. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Timeout, Indianapolis. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
They'll run. It's Achane. And he's over the line and in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans earn the chance to tie before halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single-point prop as they send this off and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
60
Throwing on first down, Love. That one complete to Njoku. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, years ago, my old high school receiver and I got together for a football camp. I could still close my eyes and throw in that slant. We've done it millions of times. You get a QB receiver connection like that, it's dynamite.
Hey, smash. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. Go.
First down throw, here's Love. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Texans get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He finds fans. On the move, past the 40. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. Here comes the final play of our first half. He's going to keep... Oh, the football's loose. But fortune on the Texans side. One of their guys got to it. They're going to keep the football. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's 45 yards he'll try to connect from. Mevis able to knock it through. And they've taken back the lead. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Has it at the 11. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
On first down, they're going to start out with Achane. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Second down and 10. Daniels. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Let's go. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Daniels back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up a Houston first.
And the Texans first down.
Running left, here's Achane. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, Look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Now Daniels to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Third and long for him here. Buys time, rolling right. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Trying to run it in, Achan. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Leading 10 yards now as they line up. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Daniels. And he will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans grow the lead coming out of halftime. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Go! 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mustang 19. 79 Bronco. 60 Bobcat, 60.
Here's Love to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Bronco 80. Come on.
They send a man in motion.
Dragon 60.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Taking a shot deep down the field it goes. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Texans will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
65, 65. Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Lion.
Daniels. Oh, it's an interception. Cameron Curl has it. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts cut the lead down to just 2. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Handoff running left, A-Chain. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans push this to an 8-point game. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolf. Here we go. Shot. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 19 Lions. 18 Pioneer.
Play fake. It's Love. Taken in by Hill, right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
6 yards. That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Rig alert. Rig alert. Trap 60. Trap 60. Warriors 70. Ready.
Love looking to pass. Got his target. It's Hill. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 4. Hits his running back. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll run here on 1st down. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Running back sent in motion. From the 19. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
McLaughlin's got it, complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion.
19 Lions. 18 Pioneer. Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Set go.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. On the move, headed right. And he's going to end up out of bounds, which will end our 3rd quarter. Second down now, 7 to go.
Bronco 80. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Trap 60. Trap 60. Street. Warrior 70. Ready.
Love from the gun. Pass it down close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. A nice gain of 8 there, and it brings them to 1st and goal.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Going ground on 1st and goal. Is in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Colts cut the lead down to just 2. So a field goal would win it for them now, but to do that, they've got to recover this kick. And the Texans secure that kick, no problem. Well, the good news is, still a decent bit of time left. Maybe a little quick on the draw to dial up that onside kick.
Yeah, you know what happens, Kate, in these moments, right? We've been doing this for a while, and you see my brain just going to overdrive, trying to peel back the layers as to why you would make that decision. And ultimately, I think it's because you don't trust your defense against this offense. That's a big risk to take. And now, unfortunately, you've set this offense up for success.
Complete out to the right. And he's going to be marked down 5 yards short of that first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, I know some old school coaches, maybe some former NFL quarterbacks who would have this guy running stairs after that drop, partner. Hit or no hit. That was a catch there that would have meant a 1st down.
Yeah, that's why that's old school, okay, Kate? The new school coaches and quarterbacks know how hard it is in this league with the contact. Know how valuable those contested catches are. Credit the defense for making the play on that one. So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it. Likely, probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
70 Timberwolves. Panther 11. Panther 11. Say, hey. 19 tight. 19 tight. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Riggs. Mustang 19. Ready?
Here's Love. This one's taken in by Hill. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play.
Go!
Man in motion here.
70 Lions. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
To the air with Love. Completes this one to Hill. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down, Colts.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Check.
Free play here. Let's see what he does. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. But now all eyes going to turn to those officials. We got to see if this flag is going to take it away. We'll see what the Colts do facing a huge two-point conversion attempt.
The Colts will line up for the two-point conversion.
Cougar 19. Dragon 60. Check go.
He's throwing for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the fourth. Well, that right there, a very important two-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. It puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
First and 10 now from the 30. A run now with Achane. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Texans are going to have a first down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First down, and they go right back to him. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
This one falls incomplete.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he can take the lid off the defense at any time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Here we go.
And he's got a free play here. Gets this to Fant. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Daniels. Escapes out to the left. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent game.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide of practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans take a 4th quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. Puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Viking 18. Let's go now.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Colts losing by 4.
Okay, break.
2nd and 3 now.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 70. Get up.
They give it to him again. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42. A 5-yard gain on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis 1st down.
On the play. That's good for a Colts. 1st down.
Another carry for him. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
18, Pioneer.
Setting up to pass. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Grab all 80.
3rd down and
Cup
7.
19, Cup 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
To throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Chap 60, chap 60. Hey, smash Bronco. Hut, hut.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check smash, check smash. Ready?
Back to throw. Throw left side, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
19.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Warriors
At
70.
the 41-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Go.
Here he is to throw. Caught quickly on the slant. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. The Colts ready to kick this one away, and away we go once more. And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. No check, no check. Ready?
He'll look to throw it. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you've got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Forced out to his right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
The pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
Let's go.
Throwing now. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Now to throw. He finds Fant. Great work. He gets them the first down. They needed that conversion, and he also stops the clock. What a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down and pull off the conversion. All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's 1st and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. He's got it over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. Big moment for Harrison Mevis here. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. So as we go through this coin toss, Brock, I'm sure most of our fans know it, but this is something that can decide the game. If the team who gets it first scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if they only kick a field goal, their opponent gets it with a shot to win or tie. And if we play beyond those 2 possessions, the next score would then win. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Returning it from the 4. Finds some space. He's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before going out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Now a toss play for Achane. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Daniels. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. kick the running back in motion. 3rd and long for Daniels. Flush down out to his left. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they can't jump to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of this shotgun, a give to A.J. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock, even if it would have been a touchdown. That was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact. The important part, they've got the lead here in overtime after the short field goal. But with how close they got, the touchdown was in play. You've got to hope that you can get the stop here and not live to regret that series stalling out.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
60 Eagle. Shut up. Go street.
Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime.
79.
First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Mustang 19. 79 Bronco. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Hurt.
Now he gets a shot here in overtime. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Cowboy 80. Here we go. Street. Dragon 60. 70 Ranger. 19 Light.
Here's Love. Chased out to his right. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
On the jump.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40.
19. Let's go. Viking 18. Say, hey. Ready.
Takes the handoff, now Love. Got his target, it's Hill. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll come up 1st and 10.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Play fake, it's Love. Caught near the goal line. He has the Indianapolis touchdown. So the Colts pick up a win in this one. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for Brock Eward, our incredible crew, everybody here at EA Sports, I'm Kate Scott signing off. We'll see you next time. The Colts are winners as we say so long from Indy.